All right, good morning, everyone. Before we begin, I just want to actually, I think Juan did the mic check with everybody, yes? Okay, so we'll wait for the live stream to start. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Office of Tax Appeals. My name is Amanda Vasig, and this is the hearing for appeal of Merrill. This hearing is being transcribed, so to ensure we have an accurate record, I'm asking that each person speak one at a time and avoid speaking over one another. I'm asking that you speak clearly as possible, and if needed, I may interject just to make sure we're transcribing this properly. Just a reminder that the Office of Tax Appeals is not a court. We're an independent appeals body. We're independent of any tax agency. So while we're not a court, we still follow certain guidelines just to make sure we're establishing that proper record and we're getting the information we need to make a determination. So each party will have the opportunity to be heard, and I'm asking that you just wait for your turn to present your information. And again, I may interrupt just to keep us on track and create that clean record. Are there any questions about anything I've just said before we go on the record? Okay, I'm getting no's. All right, I'm just going to check with my co-panelists and make sure we're ready to proceed. Hearing Officer Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, Judge Famularo?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going on the record. This is the appeal of Merrill, OTA case number. Oh, my number is a little messed up. Just a moment, please. 240716630. The date is November 18th, 2025, and the time is 9:34 a.m. This hearing is being held virtually via Zoom. I am Judge Vasig. I will be the lead for the purpose of conducting this hearing. My co-panelists, Judge Hearing Officer Wilson and Judge Famularo, and I are equal participants in deliberating and determining the outcome of this appeal. I'm going to ask the parties to identify themselves and who they represent, starting with the Franchise Tax Board.
Good morning. My name is Shaw Khan. I'll be representing the Franchise Tax Board.
Good morning. And for appellants? You're muted.
Michael Merrill.
Jennifer Merrill, representing the Merrills.
Great. Good morning. So as stated in the minutes and orders, the parties have agreed that the issue to be decided in this appeal is whether appellant's claim for refund for the 2019 tax year is barred by the statute of limitations. We have some evidence in this case. We did not do a hearing binder, but everybody has the exhibits from each party. Appellant submitted exhibits 1 through 4. FTB did not object to the admissibility of these exhibits, and therefore exhibits 1 through 4 are now admitted into evidence. And FTB submitted exhibits A through D, and appellants did not object to the admissibility of these exhibits. Therefore, exhibits A through D are now admitted into evidence. And I know that Mr. and Mrs. Merrill, you both noted that you would testify in support of your position. So I will swear you in accordance with OTA regulations, which will accept your statements as part of your evidence. So I'm going to place you both under oath so we can consider your statements as testimony. You'll remain under oath until the close of this hearing. So please raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So whenever you are ready, you can begin your presentation, Mr. and Miss Merrill. You have 15 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to be speaking. My wife is battling a sore throat and is unable to kind of really talk much here. So good morning, Your Honors. My name is Michael Merrill and representing myself and Jennifer. This case involves our 2019 California income tax refund of $8,908, which I filed for in May of 2024. The Franchise Tax Board denied it as is untimely, citing that it was filed 1 month after the four-year statute of limitations expired. I fully understand the importance of filing deadlines. However, I believe this situation deserves equitable consideration because I did not receive timely or adequate notice that I needed to act before the April deadline. During the years following my mother-in-law's passing, I was managing her estate and unaware that there was any issue with the withholding or the refund due. Once I became aware of the matter, I acted immediately, submitting everything by certified mail without delay. I respectfully ask the panel to consider that I did not ignore my tax responsibilities. I acted in good faith based on the information and timing I was given. I believe fairness supports granting the refund owed. As evidence, we submitted the certified mail receipt showing immediate response for this action. We also submitted a copy of the 2019 return withholding statement showing the refund amount. The other evidence that we have shown is the letter from the FTB showing that they notified us. It came 3.5 years after nothing. We also submitted evidence of filing an extension on my current tax returns, knowing we were going to be out of town. We also forwarded our mail. Somehow this letter was just left on our doorstep. No sign for it, nothing. When we received it, when we got back in May, it took 1 week for us to actually put the evidence together and immediately filed the response. I know that the law does not allow exceptions for deadlines, but I'm asking for an understanding on this, considering the situation that we were in and having to deal with the situations we were having to deal with.
Thank you, Mr. Merrill, for sharing that. Do you have anything else that either of you would like to add?
No.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to check with my co-panelists and see if anyone has questions for you. Hearing Officer Wilson, do you have any questions for appellants?
I do not have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. And Judge Famularo, do you have any questions for appellants?
No, not at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't have questions for you at this time, so we're going to move over to Franchise Tax Board and they can begin their presentation. And likewise, you have 15 minutes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shaw Khan. I'm a program specialist at the Franchise Tax Board. Along with me is Counsel Nancy Parker. Unfortunately, she didn't get introduced earlier, but she will also be representing Franchise Tax Board, or FTB, in this matter. There's only one issue in this appeal, and that issue is that for the 2019 taxable years, the appellants did not file a claim for refund prior to the expiration of the statute of limitations. The amount at issue is $8,908, which was received by FTB as a withholding and source credit. And under California law, there's a strict time limit to file a claim for refund. The California statute of limitation has 3 prongs, and taxpayers can use the latest date allowed by the 3 prongs to file a claim. Outside of the limited statutory exceptions, FTB is prohibited from crediting or refunding overpayments if taxpayers do not timely file within the time limit of these 3 prongs. As it was stated in FTB's opening brief, the law does not provide for the waiver of statutory period based on reasonable cause or extenuating circumstances. The first prong states that taxpayers can file a claim for refund 4 years from the date a return was filed, only if it was filed by the extended due date. The second prong states that taxpayers can file a claim for refund 4 years from the original due date. And lastly, taxpayers can file a claim for refund 1 year from the date of overpayment. In this particular case, the appellants did not timely file their return for the 2019 taxable year. Therefore, their claim for refund must have been filed either within 4 years of the original due date of the return, or April 15, 2024, or 1 year from the date of overpayment. The appellants filed their return in May of 2024, and this filing was beyond the 4-year time allowed, and thus FTP correctly disallowed the claim under the 4-year statute of limitations. However, if the 4-year statute of limitation has run, only payments made within 1 year from the date of overpayment can be refunded or credited under California law. Withholding payments are deemed paid on the return filing due date, which in this case was April 15, 2020. Therefore, this payment is also barred by the 1-year statute of limitations. Accordingly, FTP's denial of appellant's claim for refund is proper and should be sustained. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have or provide any clarification regarding FTP's position. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. I'd like to check with my co-panelists again. Hearing Officer Wilson, do you have any questions for the Franchise Tax Board?
I do not have any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Famulero, do you have any questions for Franchise Tax Board?
No, I similarly have no questions. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. and Ms. Merrill, since Franchise Tax Board only provided legal argument, I don't ask you if you have any questions for them, but I do want to offer you 5 minutes now to have the last word if you would like to refute anything that was said or add to your own argument. You're muted.
I don't have anything at this time.
Okay. All right. In that case, we've heard both sides and we are ready to close this hearing. This case is submitted on November 18th, 2025. The record is now closed. I'd like to thank everyone for participating today. The judges will meet to deliberate and decide this case, and we will issue a written opinion within 100 days. Today's hearing in the appeal of Merrill is now concluded.